Alright, there we go. Alright, tonight's stream is EVE Online, like I said last night. Of course, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So that's why the title of the stream is called Classified, because I don't know what to do. Could be doing missions on all my characters, I don't know. Or at least sharing the standings with all of them. And now I'm just waiting for my other 5 characters to get loaded in.
Connecting. Connecting. Skill training completed.
To the stream. I have 6 Omega characters, I might as well have them training skills for the next, I think, 25 days now. Right now I'm just redeeming some items on the characters you guys can't see. Actually, I'm still on the first one.
Connecting. 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 Skill training completed.
I'm trying to figure out a way where to eventually show you guys all 6 characters. least the main characters. And I don't mean just the names. You guys see stuff change. I'm gonna actually see. Alright. Okay, you guys can see the two that are behind my main now. Temporary solution. You guys can at least see this one get done.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I should read these again. Right. Crystals. This one I have no idea.
Warp drive active.
Find out though. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just realized there's a darn data analyzer on. The last time I was playing this game, I was doing missions on all these characters. And the mission, I didn't actually read the details, and it needed one. This is why I hate the center. See that. Oh, come on. Oh, they're both in here. Really?
Warp drive active.
Yeah, listening post and well, listening post is the one I actually want to look at. Not even listed. All right. All right. Well, he's getting to the gate. I'm gonna undock these guys because I don't. I'm getting a little annoyed by the station sound.
Warp drive active.
Now, of course, if they were going the same speed, you would have actually only heard that darn thing once. Oh, it's drumland. Holy cow. Alright, I guess we'll do that one next. Of course, this mission is going to be easy because it's a level 2. And I figured I'd do level 2s because of the easiness. not because of the ISK. I'm right now only doing missions more for the standings than the ISK. And I think this system, or the system that I'm staging out of, is 3 level 2 agents that I could do. 2 at the station that we just undocked from, and then another one somewhere. Just shift. No, this shift R. What was shift then? Well, shift R, or not shift R. Shift F made them deploy.
Warp drive active.
And then the last time I did, or actually played this game, I tried to do 2 or 3 missions at once on separate characters. Didn't work too well. Okay, well, you go after that one. Go after this one. Where to go? Oh, I can get some distance. Oh, dang, got some little ones. Now you guys are starting to connect. No, go after this one first. Got 4 drones. Whoa, 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 holy cow. Ah, crap, I did a darn wreck. The range 31.
The capacitor is empty.
Yeah, I knew it. After that one. Ah, crap. Go back over there. I'm rushing this just a little bit. Alright, I believe that one's done. Nope. There we go. Uh-oh. There's a small freeze there. don't know who it was, but someone mentioned I should actually split these drones up instead of having them all go to one target. I could have all 4 of them go to 4 different targets. I believe that one's finally done. Yep.
Warp drive active.
Of course, I don't know if anyone's watching, but I have no problem with a new person following and looting or salvaging the wrecks, although I think those wrecks are kind of crap. Ah, go back over here, take out the darn frigate. Of course, they're all frigates. Never mind. Done too. That was easy. That was the easiest one compared to the other one.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Of course, you guys did not hear anything I said because I forgot after I coughed to unmute my mic. That just sucks.
Warp drive active.
So if anyone was listening and wondering why you weren't hearing anything, that was my mistake. Nothing's wrong with the audio. Holy cow. Of course, it's level 2, but still. Alright, who went first? Plus, I gotta take these guys out anyways. Oh, it is that big. Okay. Oh, if I just need to do the drone hive, then I ain't gonna bother even doing these darn drones. Although, I could use the ISK. I'm surprised the CCP Games doesn't do a campaign where it's really against the rogue drones. And the whole thing is you want to decrease their population. But on the opposite end, also make it kind of like an IS-sync and don't tell people that if they forget their drones, they automatically become rogue drones. Or I would say once you leave grid, if the grid gets cleared of players and there's still drones on the field on it, they become rogue drones. Even with that thing added. No, he's not. Don't you crash on me. You're doing just fine. There we go.
Warp drive active.
You still haven't docked? Holy cow. I have that character be like a warp 2 point,
Permission requested.
but I'm docking them up first to make sure they
Docking
currently
request
don't have any
accepted.
standings, so they can't be in the rotation.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And they can't. TU at 100.
Active.
Of course, Evo previews now having an issue too. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Now there are. Well, I want to say out of the rotation. It's not their turn. Now you're going back
Warp drive active.
or near the station. Ah, 50 works. To C at 100.
Warp drive active.
You're gonna work back.
Warp drive active.
You're not the person I need you to work to. This one.
Warp drive active.
And now I just messed up. I should have did them. Should have worked this character at to the member of the fleet at 100. Then, because now I gotta slow boat it to the darn station. So before the stream, I saw another video of what CCP are doing with the new update coming later this month. Actually, maybe it's even next Tuesday. I don't know. Well, we're finally gonna get some. Finally gonna see some station in a Hello Kitty paint scheme based on the new Skinner thing. Because I know it's been a meme on Reddit posts of where you hear Hello Kitty skins. Question is, I wonder what corporation's gonna actually do it. For all we know, maybe there's actually a Hello Kitty corporation in the game already. Because of that, I'm gonna search it out. 45. So there's 45 different people, but one structure.
Docking permission
Club.
requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, so there's 45 possibilities. Hello Kitty military concern. Okay, I gotta see if they have some information. Well, immature. Well, to me, immature would be having your corporation named Hello Kitty, and it's only one person. Really, one person. Ooh, we'll take that one. And that one, of course, we're gonna do them both anyways. And I hate that. I hate this one because now it's a 3-part one.
Warp drive active.
I don't know about you guys, but I really think CCP should do something, should do more focus, or focus more on standings where they actually mean something. Like, give an example. As this character, I'm gonna have to go corporations. Let's try. Nope. All right. Well, we use this one. I wanted to do it separate. But what I'm getting at, even though all these corporations are in the Gallente Federation, I think they don't have equal standings to each other. Meaning, like a Strata Mining Corporation, I think would do business with like Combined Harvest, but they rather not to. So if you say do missions for a Strata Mining, as your standings go up with this corporation, your standings for Combined Harvest in this example goes down, despite them being in the same in the same fraction. Is what I'm getting at. Like the investment bank and Bank of Lumineer, they should technically be competitors. Is another example. But even since Gallente are rivals to Caldari, a Strata mining company should have a Caldari rival, where if you do missions for them, who's ever the rival on the Caldari side, you lose standings. Because that's what I mean in terms of like when I say just because you're blue doesn't mean you're blue. And I think alliances in the game should actually do that. Instead of having blue 2 alliances and have this big old blue donut, just combine them into one alliance. Not that hard to make one alliance and then just have everything under one alliance. So when I say it's easier to actually say who's all friends with each other. Come on. There we go. And since I mentioned alliances, I know the blue donut came out of just because this is a game. It's not like it really matters if but it does snag game hasn't really changed because of it. And what I'm getting at is alliances. My personal opinion, I don't base your power on who your friends are or how many regions you have, but by how quickly you can deploy to a system. That's how I base your power. So to me, the less regions or less systems you have, but the quicker you can deploy, I believe you're very powerful then. That's why I do agree with, I think, anyone that says super capitals are still too cheap. Yes, one of these pilots that I have can fly a capital. I'm not going to tell you which one. Actually, technically, two of them. My main and one of these other five. Because the vertical, even though it's an industrial, it's still a capital.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
Alright, am I done with the star one? Technological secrets. Let's see if this one's listed. Nope, that was the second. Done already? Is it done? No, it is not done. Come on, this is taking a little too long. Finally, took you guys long enough. Oh, CCP games. I think you need to relook at missions as a whole, because that delay between, I don't know, the previous wave and this wave is too darn long. Of course, another thing I would change based in regards to missions is make them a little more difficult, and then if you take out the, say, free commander of the wave, they all retreat. Or like this mission, technological secrets, according to this report, has 5 waves. I think the first wave should be frigates. Take out their boss first. Spawns the second wave while the first wave leaves. Second wave being a destroyer fleet or something where they get tougher each. With each wave, incoming wave. What I'm getting at. So maybe like the next wave 2 would be more destroyers, less frigates. but also maybe in that wave 2 have it random, where you don't know which destroyer is actually the fleet commander until you, well, destroy one of the destroyers. Or same thing even with the wave 1. Don't change anything, but change, add a fleet commander component to it. Where if you happen to shoot the fleet commander of that wave, it sends in the next wave, but the first wave leaves. And of course, I would really say just random it. Okay, why do you guys not hear anything? Okay, maybe it's just that low. And quiet, of course. In space, there's not really too much you can hear.
The capacitor is empty.
Yeah, well, I don't need it anymore.
Warp drive active. The capacitor is empty.
Yeah, I don't need it either because I'm warping away too. This is gonna suck because I don't know if there's an acceleration gate at the beginning of this one, and it's rogue drones. Oh, you guys are new. I just did something unintentional. So I'm warping to the mission site, but I ran out of cap. In this instance, I was able to warp to the within 2.8 of the site. Sometimes want to do that in space to get, say, an odd safe spot in the system wherever you're at. So all you have to do is well, best thing to do is either do your afterburner, or in this case, armor repair, and just drain it and then warp to something far. And then you were only warping as far as the current energy would take you.
Warp drive active.
Although it would be nice to know if it was, I think a feature would be nice to add is, to know how far you can warp to something if you have no capacitor. And then, of course, as you fill your capacitor, the higher it goes, or that distance range.
Warp drive active.
2 squads in the first one, and then 1 in the second.
To give the commands to a drone requires you to have an active target.
Ah, dang. He's gonna have to be the last one. Yeah, go to that one. You gotta be kidding me. Now they're out of range. Technically out of range. That's another thing I really think should happen is you guys need to make drones a little smarter. Because I think they should be smart enough to realize they're out of range and it. Because I think we were shooting one that was like at 58. That's 1 kilometer away, even though when we had, say, sent the attack command to them, they were in range. I think our drones need to be tweaked a little bit where they don't attack anything outside their range. Even if they're attacking your ship. That would definitely change how drone pilots pilot their ships, and maybe by tweaking it, you get rid of some of the bot accounts.
Warp drive active.
Ooh, there's only one in here. Yeah, one. You know, one. I wouldn't even call this a single group, according to this. Call this a single pilot. Do this one already. I don't want to be headed to the station and realize that we forgot to do
Warp drive active.
one of these missions. Mind that. Oh, 2.7.
Warp drive active.
Oh, dang it. I hate that 3-part mission. This one, technological secrets.
Docking permission requested.
Because according to what I wanted to do, it'll put this character plus 2 ahead of the group.
Docking request accepted.
Well, technically it would be up 4. Because of course I'm going to ask them to do another one. Except we're going to go place that system. Oh, really? That was just like a transportation one. It is. And that's another thing. You guys saw briefly that there's a distribution mission. Turning that first one of technological secrets should activate the distribution one, where what I get from this mission has to be, say, in my cargo hold for that mission. And I'm talking about ones where
Warp drive active.
the, say, type of mission is more defined. Where, well, yeah, I turn in the first part of this one into the security guy because I had to shoot enemies to get something. But the first distribution mission that I do for that person should be taking this DNA sample that we're actually doing for the second part and delivering it in that first distribution one that I accept from that agent.
Warp drive active.
let's just say I think that CCP games should be able to do more things on the PvE side. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, really? Crap. It is the one. Sorry. Oh, okay, because he went to the Federation. Oh, and this mission would be a good example of I want to say a fleet commander, where since it's 4 frigates and 2 cruisers, randomized between whether it's this cruiser or this cruiser who the fleet boss is. Because I think with the missions, it should even be missions to even say help new players, like go to this system. I know I want to say it would be hard to implement because I was thinking, oh, go mission is these securities for a new player. Travis to go to this system, kill the NPCs. Oh, I know how you could do it. I'll use the Gallente Federation one as an example, since I know they have a federal navy corporation is I want to say almost you pair up a new person that's doing mining with someone that's doing a security mission. Where the new person's mining mission isn't completed until, say, a player like me that's doing level 2 has destroyed the NPCs. Well, say this was a mining mission. Right now I'm clearing out the NPCs. Miner then, the person getting the ore should then be at a certain point be able to warp in because I did my part of the my mission and in a sense their mission. Because oddly enough there are asteroids in this one. Of course you could always make it also PvP component too, where or even actually add missions that have a PvP component stating that, say, the miner was, let's see, say both players, the new person and the experienced one, accept this certain mission. In the details of that mission, you put in, be aware that, say, if you accept this mission, you will become a suspect. And then the PvP component, I would say, is the person has to first accept the mission, that a security one, basically, saying, hey, or where the mission brief is, we know that there is a player going to be mining in this system. Your job is to take them out. In other words, stop them from completing their mission. That's one thing that needs to be added in this game. A way where, even in high security space, you can prevent someone from doing their mission. But it's only, say, I want to say on the server side, it has to be the same mission type thing, where say, since basically I have to help another person out. There could be several teams of 2 in this particular system doing the same mission. You only can access one of those, because your mission is only to, say, take one of the 2 players out, even though there may be 6 actual teams in the system. Because what I'm getting at is, you may see, say, 6 to 10 suspects once you get in the system, but one of those suspects is actually the person that you're supposed to hinder from completing their mission. Or 2.
Warp drive active.
Because I also think that should really happen in Fractional Warfare. Because I think in Fractional Warfare, if you prevent someone from doing the mission in a Fractional Warfare system, it gets applied to the contested state of the system. Where if they complete it, of course, the percentage goes to their favor, but if you prevent them from doing the mission, it gets put into your favor.
Warp drive active.
Definitely would add, I want to say, a little bit more risk to doing missions in regards to Fractional Warfare. Because now there's a reward for both sides. And not just the person doing the mission.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And of course, you could do restrictions on what I was saying before I got to the fractional warfare bit, where since I'm doing level 2s, I know they have ship restrictions that should be applied to that too, where since I'm in a cruiser right now, in order to say take out a player that's doing a level 1, I would need a frigate. Even though I can accept it while in a cruiser or a destroyer, I can only go to the site in a frigate. Or based on even the auxiliary gate ship restrictions. Yes. I'm only doing level 2s in a cruiser because I know cruisers can technically do them, because some of them are, I would say, should be at the point where you need a cruiser to do them. Oh, wrong mission. Close.
Warp drive active.
And then I think with the suspect timer, I would say add a risk even if you decline that mission. Say the mission, say, is easy. Literally just what I'm doing right now. But
Warp drive active.
say I don't want to do it. The risk should be, say, in the bonus rewards that if you decline this mission, you will remain suspect for X amount of time. Is what I'm getting at. Just because you say decline it, or you don't want to do it because there are missions that will hurt certain standings. If you decline it, you're still a suspect for the duration of what was, say, said in the mission journal. Even if you do accept another one. And I would say if you decline one that says has an hour, where you have to be a suspect for an hour, and then you accept another one that says 2 hours, and say you decline them both. Well, your suspect timer didn't get reduced to 2 hours because 1 hour is technically within 2. No, it adds to it, just like a jump fatigue. Now you have to be a suspect for 3 hours or whatever time, where the time gets added. Oh, I guess that would go actually make standings matter, because that's the risk of, say, declining a mission that you know you want to keep good standings with. I guess I would say, well, what if I'm the one hunting the mission runners? What is the reward for me? I would say, 1, you get to destroy their ship. 2, you get all the loot from that ship.
Warp drive.
And then I would say, based on the ship that you destroyed, it drops, say, a dog tag or similar item to a dog tag that you pick up
Docking permission
and
requested.
say you turned in, since I'm in a Federation, Galente Federation ship, if you turn in, say, my ship identification card to a Cardari station, based on which Cardari station you turn it in, and of course, what ship class I am, will denote your payout of loyalty points. Like, for example, say it's for a frigate card, it's 5,000 loyalty points. Destroyer 10,000, so every class plus 5,000. So if I got destroyed, it would be 15 loyalty points to your chosen Cardari corporation. I want to say directly to overall to Cardari, but a specific corporation. Then, of course, since we saw that, oh, do I want to split the rewards between my other 5 in my fleet? You could even do that and say you had an actual team of. Realize that might actually be hard to do. Or maybe still have the prompt saying, oh, we noticed that you are in a fleet. Do you want to split these loyalty points up between the members of the fleet? And then, since you're the fleet commander, you could say yes or no, where you could almost say have a fractional warfare in high-sec without having to be in fractional warfare, because it's more, say, a standings war. Of course, I think that would maybe actually hurt some players, first players, but come on. No, not players versus player versus environment players. Oh, come on. This game is PvP all around. It would be nice to have some more danger in high sec, is what I'm getting at. Just a little bit more. Even if it's, say, on the dangerous side of player versus environment. And then, of course, CCP, you could always say, or even that. Do that, have a toggle where you could say, because there's a recent game, I think it was New World, actually. There's a toggle where you can actually be player versus player or player versus environment. And then you could still do, say, missions. Either way, but I think there should be, say, a delay. Where I want to say, even make it based on standings, where if you don't want to be attacked doing level 1s, it's only 24 hours, but as you do more difficult level missions, the switch between whether you want to do it as a player versus player type, like I was discussing earlier, over a player versus environment, gets extended. Like, say, level 1s, you can switch every 24 hours. But level 2s, just for the example, it's every 3 days. And then level 3s, say, every 5. And then, well, let's see, where am I? 1, 3, 5. Level 4s, I would say a week, just because I've been adding 2 days to it. But on level 5s, I think it should be 2 weeks, where no matter what you do, if you say accept a level 5 as on the PvE side, if you want to do, say, the next level 5 mission on the PvE side, you have to wait 2 weeks to do the switch. And then, regardless of what missions you do in between, you're still doing it on one side, where you have no choice because you already made a choice in that regard. You need this character. Is this character? Which station to go back to?
Warp drive active.
Because I want to say delay based on the switch should be a strategic move. And then, of course, there would be another restriction of in regards to fleets. You can only do a fleet if every fleet member is on the same, say, side of the mission before the mission starts. So you can't have people that are doing a mission that's split to the PvP side doing a fleet that players are already or have already made the choice of currently being PvE. So it's almost like you're all gonna be accepting the risk, or just the one person that actually wants to do the mission with that risk. but of course
Warp
they have
drive
more rewards.
active.
I don't think I touched on or mentioned, okay, what if person is doing a mission on one side that actually said yes to the mission and accepted the risk that they'd be suspect. What would happen if they say destroy the person that was destined to destroy them? Well, to me, I say they get more loot. They actually get loot from a player.
Warp drive active.
Because by having the person that's supposed to say take them out, there's the dueling, or let's see, limited engagement timer. That's what it is, the green one. Although I would say it's a teal. Would happen. So and of course I think the person going to attack suspects shouldn't know who they're attacking, but at the same time, the person doing the site should get that right, or be entitled to know who's coming after them.
Warp drive.
And I want to say, have them be a suspect too. No, I would say the mechanic would make them as upon them entering the system, you would see the limited engagement.
Docking permission requested. Docking request
Limited
accepted.
engagement filter on that player, but that player would only see you as a suspect because you took the risk of mission. But I would say now you're probably wondering, well, how long should that engagement be? Well, I would say the same thing with what I discussed on the suspect if you declined the mission. This mission says a bonus of 3 hours 16 minutes. Well, that's how long the limited engagement would be. Or I would actually say the limited engagement would be limited to how quickly you could do the mission actually. Because then you could have a free protect you doing missions without let's see. I was going somewhere with that, but same thing. It would just be same. No, because now I'm thinking, okay, if I have 2 people of a fleet in, let's say, in the mission site, another player is coming after me. I don't know. I would just say maybe I think I might have mentioned it, but what I'm getting, let's actually talk this out. if I have another character protecting, say, my target, if they shoot the person that's after me, what do they get? Besides the player loot, I would say maybe the opposite too of what I said. Their ship gets destroyed since they're a player and not actually, say, an enemy of the person doing the mission. They're just the enemy because of the mission. If they say we're in a Qadari ship, they get I'm gonna say Qadari ship identification card drops from their ship, along with all whatever the Blue Fairy says. But I want to say stumbling on is I would say the person that didn't accept the mission but is in the site be able to engage that person. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I would say make them suspect, but I think that using a suspect timer wouldn't be right. Ooh, I think I know how to figure it out. The person said maybe attacking. To make the risk a little higher. Doesn't know whether the person they're trying to target is in a fleet or not. Where this I'm almost talking about the concept where there's a way to have missions be able to be done in a fleet. Because I'm thinking, even though I have, say, 6 characters in my fleet right now, 6 pilots, 6 characters, whatever. In this fleet, the player that's coming to, say, attack me doesn't know that there's 6 people that know that can engage him because of the mission. So it might be a bad move or riskier on him trying to take me out. Say he, well, Alright, since I jumped the gate, say all my characters are in this system right now. All my characters would have, since they're in the same system. As soon as, say, the person that's supposed to stop me from doing the mission comes in, all the characters in the fleet would see him and Teal with the limited engagement. But he would only see me as the suspect, not the other 5 accounts. He will only, I want to say, as soon as he enters the site, or maybe add the confusion of he sees 6 suspects upon entering the system, but only one of them can actually. No, that wouldn't work either. What I'm saying, there should be a way to hide the fact that maybe his target is in a fleet. So he might, the next time he goes after another player that's doing a mission, will think twice of, ooh, do I know whether this person's in the fleet or not?
Warp drive active.
Something. That's what I think I'm done. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on. What I am missing CCP games is where you could be a pirate to the NPCs. When did that get taken out? That should be brought in. And what I am talking about is used to could attack, say, do like you could. There was at one point in this game where you could attack convoys. I think it was in. I think they only happened in 0.5 systems. And I think there had to be at least 3 different corporations in a system for it to work. Because the idea was, as the player, you would see. Let's simplify it. NPCs from Corporation A leave their station, and then I don't know how many ships were in the convoy, but say let's just 3. You would see one of the ships undock after it made it, say, out of docking range. Another one would spawn. You would have to wait and see until all 3 of them align to, say, Station C. Now, they're aligned to Station C. Corp A is going to Station C, or Corporation C. Well, the concept idea was, well, now you work to a Station C, and you could attack them. You couldn't attack, and you would get you'd be, in a sense, lose standings with Corporation A, because you were shooting their ships by Station C. Station C would not give a crap about what you did to Corporation A, as long as you didn't shoot Corporation A at Station A. If you shot them while they were right by their station, well, they'd shoot you, and you get a standings loss from Station or Corporation A instead of Corporation. I messed it up. But I'm sure if you guys do some critical thinking yourself, you see what I mean is that ships from Corporation A, if they're shot on a station of Corporation C or B, you'd only get a standings hit from Corporation A, shooting them down. I know I even then messed that up, but you could be a pirate to the NPCs without losing standards to both corporations. I think there should be more. What I'm getting at is there should be more NPC traffic, I think, in the game. And I'm talking a lot more. It would be nice to actually see, say, a Qadari Navy freighter going to, say, Dodixie or Rand or Heck or even to another station. And then, of course, being a pirate at that station or their destination station. Oh, I guess that would be a way to factor standings in more into the game. But I would say make these make these NPCs
Drive active.
I would say white at first. Then change it to red or blue based on how good your standings are. Heck, I could say you could even incorporate it into missions, have even more missions where the security mission might be actually be the security detail of a freighter. Being a scout where maybe hitting in the mechanics is if you go too far ahead, you fail the mission. And then of course have it random, so maybe the first mission is
Drive active.
go say 3 jumps ahead. On your first one, you automatically lose the mission or fail the mission because, well, you're 4 jumps away when you should actually be maybe 1 jump ahead.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Or I would say the higher the mission level, the closer you gotta be to what you're protecting. So maybe at level 1, you can get away with being, say, 7 jumps ahead of them. Level 2, maybe only 5. Level 3, only 3 jumps. Level 4 to 5. Since I know, say, level 4 to 5 would be actual freighter, I would say level 4 you would have to be one system away. So as you both jump into a system, you could be on the in the next system, say, being on the lookout of incoming NPCs. For level 5, I would say, since you're going to be faster than the freighter, your job is to only say warp to the next Stargate. If you jump to Stargate, you automatically fail. Because as you're jumping out, NPCs could be jumping in, and since they already know your freighters, say, maybe in that system already, you failed your mission. Alright. I was gonna work to this guy.
Warp drive active.
Let's go to you. You're gonna warp to this character at 100 because now you should be at 150 away from the station that we're doing the missions in. You gotta be kidding me. That sucks. I have to move this character. You're no longer gonna be orbiting the station. I think that's where I messed up. I should have had them, this character, farther away. Because of course I didn't factor in that, well, if I'm over at this station and I work to this person at 100, well, station technically would be in the middle. Or at 50. Just like what happened here, basically. Even though I had the character orbiting the station, I didn't warp to them where they would actually be 150 away from the station. Now we're gonna slow boat it. Or we're going to slow boat it because it's probably gonna take the same amount of time to just warp to something and then warp back. Go towards, well, that's star. You're not the one I need. I don't think I'm move streaming. Here we go.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And I should almost switch monitors. Because now if I turn towards chat, it's gonna look like I'm looking to the left when I'm actually looking to my right. Because if I turn here, now I'm looking technically towards the center of the stream, which is ideal. Oh crap. Switched it. Oh, yeah. I did this. Have to get all messed up. Okay, that worked. Actually. Except that one. Ooh, Blood Raiders. I think I don't like them. Ooh, Serpentis. I actually do like them. And that's another thing. One minor thing. Oh, 2.0. And of course, if you're doing missions as a fleet, everyone's doing them for, or I want to say that, splitting the rewards, it only affects the agent standings. So I think
Warp drive active.
I actually think it's more beneficial if I say had my main character doing level 4s, then it'll get the other 5 characters more standings with that agent, where they could do their own level 4s with that particular agent instead of having to grind up all the way.
Warp drive active.
'Cause I think if we go to this one, go to this character. Click. Their standings up, but oh, interactions maybe. Yeah, I think last time I looked at this, her standings were at like 21, I believe, 22. Yeah, so that's a big change from 0.9 or 0.09 to 0.22. That's pretty big. 45 to 53.
Warp drive active.
Of course, there's two ways of doing missions in the fleet in its current form. You could either have the whole fleet do one mission, or you could have each members doing missions and then sharing the rewards. I like to combine them where the fleet is doing missions for one corporation. Doesn't matter what level you do, it's more one corporation, the highest level that you can get. Because it's doing missions as a fleet in this current form is to get the standings up for that agent. So helping your fellow man with the agent standings so they don't have to do the grind all the way up to whatever one the main focus is. And then, since I'm doing them for one corporation, in a sense, one agency, the reason why I want to do that is when they get that storyline, I could do 6 storylines and get a higher boost from them. Because then I say the boost is 2%. Or what am I getting at? But it's a 2% based on my current standing fraction, or because say my main has do. I'm gonna say the main character has a standings of 8, and let's just say a 2%. Let's regard the actual number. Say the percentage boost will make it go from 8 to 8.5. And to simplify it for... Crap, I can't even do that. I'm going to say it's going to compound the percentage. Where, say, my current one person I'm trying to raise, this character, I guess I could actually still simplify it. Say he has 2.0 standings. My main completes the mission, he gets the boost from the storyline. And say it goes up to 2.2. Well, the next time, and say, I think that standing boost right there was 1/10. Well, say it's 1/10 every storyline mission that he's a part of. Well, he goes from 2.2 to now technically 2.42 because instead of being a percentage of his original, it's based on his current one. Where that 2/100ths makes all the difference. Because then, say the third one is going to be, we'll go from 2.42 to 2.6 and counting. Where if, say, if you did the storyline, no. If he did the storyline mission on his own, he might get maybe half that instead of, say, that.
Warp drive active.
There's a way where I really want to say be friends with one faction, don't care if I have bad standings with the other side, because between all my characters I want them friends with Galente and Amar. That would make them enemies of Minmatar and Kendari by default, but at the same time, since there's pirates, well, I would say I'm friends with the Guristas.
Warp drive active.
Looking at the tree. See, friends with them. Sancha I would hate regardless. What raiders I think are the Amar pirates. I would not associate with them, so my standings with them would go up slightly because of that. Danger Cartel. I believe are the Minmatar opposition. I would say it would be for them. That would make my Minmatar Republic standings be further negative than if I didn't side with Danger Cartel. So, for them, technically against them, for them, I really don't. I don't really have an opinion about the Minmatar Republic. Like, I don't like them, but I do like them. Guristas I like because, well, I don't like Hadar State, so I have to like them. Sancha I hate because I really don't like their idea of abduction, and I find they're actually worse than Amarr. If you understand that the Amarr Empire was built on slavery of the Minmatar Republic, Sancha I think are worse because they literally make them I want to say bots to their intelligent network. Serpentis, I'm actually in between them. And this goes, yeah, even though I favor Gallente Federation, I'm like in between them in terms of where I stand. Sister Vive, the only thing I like about them are their ships. Moorish Legion, I'm for them because I know they're against the Caldari state. Now the two newer ones, I'm actually split between them because I actually don't know.
Warp drive active.
We already did this one. Yes. Oh, we jumped into it. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, the fractions, the Triglavians and Edencom. I don't think I'm really actually mad at this universe or CCP games because you really screwed those that were actually fighting against Triglavians. Like, you really killed their purpose or the reason to fight the Triglavians.
Warp drive active.
But with that, I think you guys actually should bring more content in that way where we already have the ship caster, which part of it. I don't know if you guys are actually doing it, but I think you guys should be working on, say, stable abyssal space, where I'm going to say a certain medium module makes you stay in abyssal space much longer. Or I'm going to say having a medium module gets you into abyssal space to explore it more, where it's almost
Warp drive active.
wormhole space, but not wormhole space type thing.
To give the commands to a drone requires you to have an active target.
Ooh, 10. Holy cow. We're going to look at that after this mission. Actually, I'm going to look at it now. 2.5, 2.3. 1.7. Really 10? I only see 3. What was the other 10? Or other. Really? It did say 10, didn't it? 10 other standards affected. Oh, why don't I see the change? Because I only saw 3. 2 agents. And then that happened today, but I already knew about that. Okay. Important but not important. Let's see. Oh, there's that bug. Oh, that's definitely a bug. Right again. You guys all saw that. Although, seeing that there's 10 and I can't see which 10 they are, that kind of sucks. Oh, within 12. Okay. Huh, that's weird. You didn't hear the sound of the lasers going off. Oh, I don't think this mission is done yet. Nope. Oh, that. Oh, boy. That. Oh, transport right. Ooh, killing the transport ship incurs a negative 4.0 standing loss with Blood Raiders. Like I care. Like I care. I hate the Blood Raiders.
Warp drive active.
Oh, speaking of that, uh, guess with what I was talking about earlier with how a mission could be you destroying another player, that would almost make you a pirate. So the only way, say, since I'm doing missions for the Caldari Business Tribunal, you would have to accept the security mission from Garistas or Galente.
Docking permission requested.
How far are you
Docking
away now?
request accepted.
You're plenty. You're plenty. Orbit current. Because it's an even number. Which is oddly still kind of odd. Alright, that one's done. Alright, you got. Oh, I messed this up. You're only gonna see this two small screens now.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
I guess I can move this character, my main, over here,
Warp drive active.
already there. 'Cause I just
Docking permission requested.
you're at the wrong one, or the closest one
Docking
isn't the
request
right one.
accepted. Warp drive active.
This one's in the same system. Same with this one. Sweet. Love it when they're in the same system. Of course, I'm gonna mention it. I do have an in-game channel called The Lounge. It has two lines on the outside of it, so you guys what I mean. That's how it's spelled. If you're wondering what that line is, you have to press Shift and then the button above your Enter key to get that line. Of course, you guys see what's in the MOTD right there. It will change, of course. I do have a Discord, mainly for exactly that region, for voice comms. I think if you
Warp drive active.
actually click on the lounge that I have underneath the stream, it will direct you to Twitter. It will direct you to that Discord server. Yeah. So if, of course, I do have a statement underneath it. I have to change it and remove EVE Online because it doesn't have to be just because of EVE Online. Oh, oh, that's not the one I need. Really? Do is just shoot him? Oh, I know I mentioned Twitter. You don't have to follow me on Twitter, but if you want to know why I may not stream one night or the next day or whatever, uh, go into my Twitter link where update you on that. I think I didn't stream Tuesday, I believe. I intended to, had a whole game picked out, but it needed to be updated. And, well, I actually watched the movies most of the day and got into rewatching Pacific Rim and those two movies. And the game I was gonna stream that night was gonna be MechWarrior Online to kind of have a whole theme of my whole day. Well, that actually didn't happen because during this, what I would have, the time when I would have streamed, I was watching the second movie, Pacific Rim Uprising. Although I think I hope they're making a third. I think they should make a third just because of what they said about going after them in the second one. Of course. Guys, see, I'm doing a mission on the upper smaller one right now. I just want to, of course, check the port and see if the ship that I'm currently in lost with me one day, so I don't need to. That's it. Okay, just gotta shoot this guy. Goodbye. Oh, crud. Doesn't. Oh, he has drones, but doesn't have drones. are the ones I was looking for. Wait, you have six? You have six. My character to my right, not my right, my left has 6 as well. Why do you have 6? Well, we can use 5. Alright, come back. Oh, do I already have it? Hitman. Yes, I do. Okay. The next
Warp drive
one.
active.
War. Part 2. Yeah, shoot me, I didn't do anything. Okay, just gotta shoot this guy. You can die. Alright, part 3, so I can get that. Manufacturing outpost. Okay. We have it again. Okay. Oh, that's another thing. CCP games. If I have to get something, make the player actually get it. Don't have it automatically put in the hold. Because this mission I'm doing on this character just did that for both of them.
Warp drive active.
Like either drop a can with the selected items, or leave the wreck shown as there's something in it. I don't like these automatic ones. And then I think there should be another.
Docking permission requested.
I would say another thing saying if I
Activated.
do a mission, it's a series of X amount. Before completion, do you still want to continue? Type thing. I think that shouldn't have a a standing sit. If you say decline it, it should just say, oh, to this agent, I don't like 3-part missions. Either give me one mission or don't give me a mission type thing. Of course, gotta do another because Wayward of War is a 3-part. That's what brings up this whole reasoning I'm yammering. Oh, don't tell me you need. You need a darn data analyzer. Where the heck is this mission? Okay. Well, maybe you guys will actually see me do a mission on one of these characters on the main screen. Because oddly enough, I think
Warp drive active.
this character that has what I need. And I don't want to do ship on the character that actually accepted the mission. I really do think there should be maybe a drop down option saying, since I'm in a fleet and a member of the fleet accepted the mission, which happens to be in the system, I think a fleet member should be able to go to the site as well.
Warp drive active.
This guy. Go there. And to this one.
Warp drive active.
Oh, what do you know? I'm doing 2 missions now, technically. Okay. You're done. Come on. You.
Warp drive active.
Oh, now you actually decide to start shooting stuff.
Warp drive active.
Alright guys, once I do this whole run round of each of these or each of my characters doing 2 missions,
Docking permission requested.
or
Docking
3 in
window
some
accepted.
cases, I'm gonna call it a night, so that's got 2 more characters to actually do this round robin. Then I'm calling it a night, so to those that are watching, I appreciate that. To those that will watch this, thank you for that. I normally stream Fortnite on Fridays. This Friday may not happen. I don't have a reason. I just have a feeling that it may not happen. But if you guys want a reason, it could be that I actually do some grocery shopping tomorrow evening. So if I don't stream, that could be the reason. If you guys are looking for a reason. But for all I know, it could be an unexpected event tomorrow that
Warp drive
may be
active.
expected. If you understand what I mean, like it could be, since I have a 6-month-old niece, my brother coming over with her until seeing her, that would be another reason. Closer. Oh, these are darn blue drones. I'm gonna shoot you guys. It's easiest. Also, another reason is if neither of those options happen, me going shopping or family coming over, it'll be because I want to go out. I want to see a movie. Right now, I think it might be Galaxies of the Guardians Volume 3. Although there's another movie out there that I might switch to. Yeah, when I did this, or I think last time I played this game, I had to do one of these missions with the data analyzer. Despite being so simple, I failed it like 5 times. Mine drone, focus fire. I should probably switch you guys from medium to like. Holy cow! What's on here? That's okay. Oh, and there's another thing. Got a high value mission. You know, there's a level 4 one, I believe. I don't know what the name of it is called. But shooting the NPCs.
To give the commands to a drone requires you to have an active target.
Lets you more ISK than the bonus. So you could in a sense milk the mission. And how to do that is you do the mission, say shooting all the NPCs gets you 20 million. Wait until downtime happens, so wait a day. Mission will reset as if you never did it or shot any of those. You do another 20 million easy. Of course, there is a limit of how many times you can do it over. Uh, should be in your journal, I believe. This mission I'm doing right now on the main screen is for. So if I wanted to, for this particular mission, if I wanted to milk it, I would have until the 9th. So you could, in a sense, milk the mission before it expires 6 times. But of course, if you don't complete the mission, you get a standing hit too. I think you do, or you don't. I don't know. I think you should if you accept it and then not complete it. But I think you don't get a standing hit if you delay it and then it expires. We're done with this. Technically,
Warp drive
not
active.
look at it, but not add it. I think maybe if you time it just right, probably milk it 7 times. Because of course we all know downtime happens at 11. So that's in 8 hours.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And now I need to trade you. Because I have the item you need. Undock. Time for you to dock. Don't tell me you're frozen. Really? Of course. You see everything that I have open. Really? You're not responding? What the heck?
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Gotta be kidding me. The one that I don't need working. For all my characters, one's not working. And I probably should have really did a be right back. Be right back scene because of that.
Connecting. Warp drive active.
What the? I should make my should actually next time do this. Do a little thing called this. And the rotation. And I realized it might actually help.
Warp drive active.
Or help me see actually which character is doing the mission.
Docking permission.
I guess it would help me
Request accepted.
more than it would I guess what I'm saying, it would benefit me more than it would say benefit you guys watching. Activity set. Seek and destroy.
Warp drive active.
Oh crap, you only have 2 medium. This is not good. I'm going through them, make sure I didn't lose drones. Oh, and another thing I think should happen in missions is if I start shooting first, I can understand the standing sit. But if the NPCs start shooting, I shouldn't get a standing sit if I defend myself. That's what I think. Right, there should be a reason why I may be at the NPC's locations. Because I know I talked to you guys earlier about, I think the game, Eve should have a toggle between whether you're PvP or PvE, and based on that decision, in regards to missions, changes how you have to do missions, or it's more risky if you choose the player versus player side of it or option. Alright, drones. They're awfully close. Who's gonna shoot first? Me or them? Oh, someone started shooting me. And this is what I mean. They started shooting me. My drones are defending me right now. Says I have to shoot them all. Oh, I probably should switch my overview a little bit now that I have drones on all these ships. Just like the main screen you guys see, that's mainly for defense against other players. Although I do need to switch it because I think that might show up. And I need to change it to where they don't show up. Oh, I have no more drones. Gotta be kidding me. Guess I lost the drone when I was mentioning the drones on the main screen. Also, doing missions this way, you could have an alt actually complete the mission if you are worried about standings on your main character. Some missions have where if you destroy one of the objects in the site, you get a standing set. I think I mentioned that.
Warp drive active.
That's one reason why I'm actually even doing missions for Kodari is because my main character, which you guys see, doesn't have too good of standings with them. Or I want to get their standings up before I try to or increase these. Because I did have this all the way up to 5, so I could have did a level 4s with Gudwente.
Warp drive active.
So that's another reason why we have all 2 missions together. Or better yet, at least do the storyline missions together. Because once my fleet gets a storyline with Kandari, their standings are gonna go up, but my Gallente standings are gonna go down, and then same with Amar. Amar standings will go up half as much as the Kandari, but my Gallente standings will fall because of it. So depending on which mission it is, it might not.
Warp drive active.
Although I think another idea would be nice is since the standings increase only apply to
Warp drive active.
I want to say 10 people. It would be nice if you can make a list based on that. Where you basically tell the agent, hey, I want to do this mission, but I know these 9 other people are looking to get standings with you as well. Once I complete it, can you give them a little, I want to say kickback. And then say use the access list mechanics. And it will be, I would say it's based on then it would be based on who's online. Like since I have a fleet of 6, my first 5 people, if I had them online, would get the portion, get the dividend from of that mission. And then the next 5, or actually next 8, no, not next 8, next 4, let's say number 6 isn't online, but 7 and 11 are. I would base it off that. Oh, this one says 28. CCP, I think you have a bug with standings. Of course, you guys saw it. On one character where you saw the numbers despite the fraction, corporation, or agent, whichever one it was, being closed. Alright, looks like some of the money I got today, we're having to buy some drones for this character. Because this is not going good. Well, you know what I could do? The system. Have my alt or my main come help them. Because they need drones and these guns are not hitting them. Despite being within range. Oh, it would also help if I had the afterburner on too.
Warp drive active. The capacitor is empty.
Yeah, I know. Drone modules and no drones. This is why I'm not getting anything right now.
Warp drive active. The capacitor is empty.
Yeah. No, the capacitor's empty. Or you think I'm asking my main for assistance? Or asking your partner for assistance? Oh no, we're dying. And we still have plenty of capacitor.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, let's go. My brother and his girlfriend might be coming downstairs to play Fortnite. Although I won't know that until they get down here. You need these. Uh, oh, you guys after me now? Oh, one of you guys are.
The capacitor is empty.
Yeah. No. Now they're after this person. Alright. Oh, you're dead too. Alright. I gotta get to see my drones guard that character. If you didn't know that, that's what you can do. Have your drone, I think, you have to first add the person to your watch list. And then once you deploy the drones, right click, get the drop down menu, and you can, oh, maybe you can do it both. There's two ways, either from the watch list or obviously since you're on grid with this person that you're guarding with that person. But most FCs will say to use your watch list because there are some people that they will want you to actually assist or guard depending on what you guys are doing. I know in incursions, there's one person where they get all the drones from the fleet. Well, not all of them. 10 other people's drones. Because if you have 5 drones, that person can have a total of 50 assigned to them. Oh, come on. Guard them. Guess I gotta get closer. Oh, like, why am I down one? But it's actually because I'm at 4. Alright. List. Oh. Let's meet in the middle. Alright. Now. There we go. Now they're good. Ooh. I'm wondering if I can do this. And other missions where if I know the attacking person's gonna take a standing hit, do I want the person that actually, I may not want the person that actually accepts the mission to take that standing hit. Is this mission done? Is this mission done? I think it is. And yep. Oh, that's you were unresponsive. That's why you don't know the darn location station.
Active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Of course, I'm gonna say it would be nice if we could walk on the planets. Or do something with our actual characters. Like, let's see. What Star Citizen is actually doing. Where you have to walk as a first person shooter person. Or way.
Warp drive active.
Of course, I wouldn't mind that with some things. Because there's a game that I think I may have streamed, I want to say a few weeks ago, called The Cycle. One thing I don't like about it is, in that game, if you press tab, you basically can head down to the map without actually having to walk to the map, which I think is something that should be changed. Because you spawn into a station, to craft stuff you have to walk to the crafting table. To do missions you have to talk to the actual fractions.
Warp drive active.
Which, that's how something should happen. And then with the whole tab thing, like, no, I think if I hit the main menu, there shouldn't be an option to actually deploy to the map when when everything else I have to kind of walk to. Like, there's some things that I think you should have to travel to and then use a menu, and then there's some things that should be done
Docking permission requested.
through a menu regardless of where you're at. Like,
Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
say my main, since he's on the main screen that you guys can see, is stacking up to turn in a mission. There should be, and this is going where you could actually go to the captain's quarters. Through the doorway that would lead to the actual station, I think should be brought back and made actually into an elevator, and then they just to start with have 5 levels, because the agents have 5 levels, where as the storyline is a level 1 distribution and currently unavailable, trying to go to level 1 would not work. But going to level 2, there would be, say, an actual station floor plan, where there's a section for security, maybe even a get-together area, much like the cycle, but to go turn into this mission I had to go to, say,
Warp drive active.
this person's actual office to ask for a mission. And then have to go back to my ship and figure out where that mission is. And that's what I mean. Like, if I wasn't in the ship, I shouldn't be able to bring up the map. Or, yeah, the map.
Docking permission requested.
Is what I'm getting at.
Docking request accepted.
Where there's some things you have to be in certain areas to do, and then maybe within that area, there's some things that can only be done through a menu, or I'm repeating myself, or you have to actually move to interact with. Oh, come on. Are you not working again? What the heck? Oh, I know. I can hear this character trying to dock. It's just not working. Come on. Oh, you're not working too. Yeah, we try to do you. Now I have two characters. Three. Literally. What are you doing? Guys, I might crash because now this is more of a computer issue than a stream. Bring anything, I might have crashed already. Nope, I'm having a video card issue. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Since my camera's frozen, I have three clients that are frozen, not responsive. I have one that's trying to dock and not even docked up yet. I'm gonna end it here. I know you guys will only technically got to see 10 missions be done when it should have been 12. But I will see you guys next time.